Hello guys, welcome to our channel, the YT University, and today in this video I'm going to teach you how to insert data to your database. First, you have to open up your PHP MyAdmin, and I have mine right now, and I am going to create a database. Okay, so I'm gonna use my editor, okay, which is Visual Studio Code. So my database is all about the Bible. So this is the King James Version, and I need the table that can contain the information about the type of book, about who wrote the book, like this one. This is the first book of Moses. And what book is that? Called the book of Genesis. And I also need to know and keep track of the chapter and the verse and the contents. So that's what my database is going to contain. So I'm gonna go back to my editor. Okay, so as you can see, I have my workspace right here, which is the DB Bible, which is also a folder inside my HD docs, and as of the moment this folder is empty. So I'm going to create a new document inside this folder using Visual Studio Code. So here there are icons like this one. You have to click this and click a new file. So I'm going to create a new database first. So this file is an SQL file. So like I'm gonna write Bible.sql. Alright, so this Bible.sql will contain the SQL code that can create the database. So here it is. Okay, so you use the code or the command create table. So in the database YTU, and the table name is called the Bible, and it has an ID which is not null but auto incremented. Alright, so the Testament, is it the Old Testament or is it the New Testament? What book is that? Book of Genesis, book of Apocalypse. Okay, so the author, Bible character that write the book, and then the version. This is if it's King James Version, Lamsa translation, translator for translators, last days Bible, and so on and so forth. So the verse, the chapter, I mean, is if it's chapter 1, book of yeah, and then the verse and then the content. So I'm gonna copy this one and go ahead to my local PHP MyAdmin, and in its SQL. So here, and copy and paste. Okay, and then run the SQL code. Alright, so it's been pasted. Okay, and then we click go. Alright, and then the table is now created, and you can see it here, Bible. When you click that, it's empty. Alright, but it has the columns that you need: ID, Testament, book, author, version, chapter, verse, and content. So this is the structure. And then yep, so we have now the database. We need the PHP file that will insert data into this database. So we go back to our Visual Studio Code and create one. Again, click this one. So I'm going to write this as insert or yeah, like holy word, holy book .php. Alright, so nice name, right? So this as I've said, this will contain the codes that will insert the things we need in the database. Alright, but before we do that, we need a form, okay, or we need somewhere we can type the contents. Alright, so I'm gonna do that using some HTML tags, okay, or codes. Alright, so here is the verse entry. So that's the title of this document, verse entry. I'm gonna leave the action part here as blank because it will be submitted and will be processed in the same document. But I now have this as the verse, okay, where you type the verse, okay, and then this one is where you put the contents. So let's just check this in the browser. So I'm going to reveal this in the File Explorer. Okay, it says there Holy Book, and I'm going to open it with my favorite browser, say Google. You can also open it with Firefox if you wish to, or with Edge. There's nothing wrong with that. No one, well, every browser has the ability to read, okay, the PHP file. So yep, so I have to change this one to localhost, so I'm gonna do that, and you see there's a form right here. Okay, so now is the time to create a PHP file that will process the information. So here is the submit button. So if this is set, okay, then the processing will start. Alright, so let's just write if set, okay, and some codes. Alright, save, okay, so this one, okay, so this one is the same as this one. So if this is clicked, okay, the codes inside this if statement will be run. Okay, so I'm gonna get the contents and the verse. So I'm gonna write $_post. Alright, so that's it, and then I'm gonna get the verse. Okay, I'm gonna get the name of that field, that input field. Alright, so I'm gonna create a new variable for that, $verse. Okay, so why not? And then I'm gonna do that for the also do that for the content. I'm gonna copy and paste it here. Alright, $contents is equal to $_post, and then contents. Alright, so and if this is done, you can also check by echoing it out. So echo verse. Okay, yeah, no, this one, because this is the verse, $_, yep, this one. Alright, there we go. Then let's try a verse. So coming from the PDF file that I've shown you earlier. Alright, so I'm going to refresh, okay, this one, and then try to copy the first verse of the book of Genesis. And let's go back here, verse 1. That's verse 1, chapter 1, verse 1, and the contents are like this. Then click save. Okay, so in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. So you can also change this as a text area, so there's nothing wrong with that. So this can be beautifully done when you do it in a text area, so you will be able to verify. Okay, you can change that. That's a suggestion. So for my next edit, I think the working version needs to have the text area rather than a small input field. So nonetheless, it's working. So I'm going to put a / here so that it will not be parsed whenever I click it again. So I'm going to create a connection between this PHP file and my database, and I need a new PHP document called connection, okay, .php. Okay, so connection.php will contain the information about the database, like password. Alright, so let's just do that. Okay, so it will contain the server name. All right. Um, yep. So you have to fill this up, whatever server name is that, and then your username. Okay. Then password. Okay, for the database. Yeah, of the server. It can be your local host. It can be live. So when you're using the live ones, your server manager will give you that. So for now, it's empty. Okay, you have to fill this up. Okay, and I hide this in the credentials.php. Okay, so you will never see this because this is very sacred. If not, you'll be able to hack my works. Okay, so no one shares this. Alright, so save that, and then I'm going to include that particular document. Okay, so so the contents of credentials.php is just this, but it has a value. Alright, so I hope you get that. And then I'm going to establish a connection using a new MySQLi. Alright, so $con is equivalent to new MySQLi, and then I'm going to put this four variables inside the MySQLi because it needs the information. Alright, so and then it will check the connection. Okay, we are going to check the connection. Alright, so if okay, so if $con, okay, this one leads to an error, and then it will stop. Okay, and then it will show you what happened, so what error is there. Alright, so this is for the connection. Then we're going to include that in this document, okay, so that we don't have to type it over and over again. So that's the use of include. So I hope you guys are learning. Okay, so whatever I am teaching you right now. Alright, so if you like this kinds of contents, please subscribe. Okay, hit the notification bell to get updated whenever we post videos like this. Alright, so okay, so I know it's been double checked. Okay, because there's one same code here, so another code here, but that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, and then we'll try to create the query that will insert, okay, the data to the database, okay, or to the table. Alright, so we'll do that. So okay, so this is an insert statement. Alright, so this cut or this verse, let's say this verse, alright, must be inserted into the Bible, okay, or the table Bible. So what information in what table or in what column, okay, ID, testament, book, author, and then it needs a value, so I'm going to get the values right now. Alright, then paste it here. So for the ID, it doesn't have a value because it is auto incremented, if you can recall. So you can also do this, put it in one line. So you will check if there are missing information before you click enter or save. Okay. Alright, so yep. So it depends on your preference. If you want the first the version, the earlier version, just like what I'm doing right like this. You can do it. So for now, I'm holding it a constant because I'm working in the book of Genesis, and I'm working on the King James version. So I guess the only variables that I need are the contents and the verse. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this and put it here. Alright, so save that. Okay, so if I need to a new paragraph, okay, or new chapter, I mean, I'm going to edit this. Okay, so that's how it will work. But if you like, then you can put it here. So for the chapter, okay, why not? Okay, so this query will be run. Okay, we will try to run this query. Alright, put it here. Okay, if $con query this cat, but we're gonna have an error because the name of the query is not specified, is true. Okay, so verse has been added. So we'll echo out verse will be added. So this one is not for this program, so I'm going to remove that. Okay, so I'm going to save. Okay, so if we were able to insert that into our table for the book of Genesis, then it will echo out, hey, I'm good. Hey, the verse has been added. So I hope preachers, especially the Church of Christ, okay, or in the Church of Christ, will be able to benefit. Okay, and if they want to have the code, then I'm willing to share the code to them. Alright, so let's go, guys. Let's try this insert statement if it will work. Okay, so I'm gonna open it using the browser. Alright, so I refreshed it. Okay, verse 1. Okay, now I'm going to copy this one again. Alright, so just be very careful, because if you miss a dot, God will get angry to you. Okay, so copy and paste, that's it. Alright, so yeah. So there's no file. Credentials.php. Okay, so I need the I need to load the credentials.php. So as I said, you cannot see the credentials.php. Alright, so let's try it again. Alright, so here, copy and paste again. Okay, and then go back here. Yep, paste, and then save. So verse has been added. So that's right, verse has been added. So let's go to the database and check it out. So we click browse. There you go. So it's been added. So here is your verse. So that's it for this video, guys. So I hope you understand and learn how to insert information to your database using PHP. Bye, guys.